And welcome. Welcome. I've had enough of the Dune game. I was sitting here weighing it back and forth in my brain, just like, do I want to play some more Dune? Do I not want to play some more Dune? Do I want to play some more Dune? Do I not want to play some more Dune? Do I want to play some more Dune? Do I not want to play some more Dune? You know what I decided? Well, you should be able to tell, because we're playing Diablo 2. Where is my notes? We need to put the notes back up there so you guys know what the run is. So we are continuing the run for the P4 Amazon Rare Only Act 3 Merc set items. This is a run that we already ran, so we started this run a couple days ago. I say a couple days ago, but it was like last week. I mean, the Nintendo Switch 2 came out, and then then I got the birthday gift for the Dune game, and like there was a bunch of other stuff that went on. It's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. Sometimes the whimsy of the gaming universe takes me in strange directions, and I can't do anything about it. Like I've been fighting with people on the internet today about the new Xbox handheld. They're like, it's an Xbox handheld. I can't believe it. We finally got an Xbox handheld. And I'm like, but it's not an Xbox handheld. It's just a PC. It's literally just a PC handheld. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, nobody's like dogging on the system to say like it's a bad system. But like, if you're mainly a console gamer, like if you play console games for the most part, and like you enjoy that seamless experience of not having to set anything up, like no settings, no controller settings, not doing anything with the graphical settings, not having to worry about your frame rate, like not worrying about windowed mode versus whatever. Like it's fine. Like if you are a PC gamer, but like if you're a console gamer and you don't want to have to worry about all that stuff, or like it's French to you, then obviously it's not the same thing, right? Like they're not the same thing. Anyway, I put out like a whole 23-minute video talking about it and going over the various things and trying to explain it to people in a way that makes sense. I think everybody who's on the PC side of things already knows this. I think it's only the people who are on the console side of things that might end up getting bamboozled by this and being like, oh, it's an Xbox handheld. And then they buy it and realize it's not an Xbox handheld, it's a PC. And then like the whole like thing ensues where they're like, oh man, this sucks. I don't want to have to set everything up. Like, oh, why isn't this running right? Like why isn't my controller working when I boot up this game? And like all the other like thousand other things that usually go wrong on PC when you try and play a game. I love PC. I think PC is one of my like all-time favorite like platforms. I think behind that is Nintendo, and then like I'm not really a big fan of Xbox, but it's okay. And then PlayStation is definitely at like the bottom of the list for like consoles. But actually, no, Android probably at the bottom of the list. If you wanted to count like Android consoles, I think those are probably at the bottom of the list. The PlayStation is slightly above that. But like, even I have to admit that there are certain advantages of like consoles, and the reason why people play them is because they like the seamlessness of it. And PCs are not seamless. Like many times I went to boot up a game and it just never worked on the first try. Like that's just the way things go. This character needs to be deleted. It was a theory craft I did from the other day. So this is our character here, Shamrock. I have no clue what I'm getting into. I don't even remember what the hell I had on. All I know is that it was rare only items for me. We'll have to do a gear check. And it was set items only for the mercenary, including the mercenary being locked to an Act 3 mercenary, which is okay. It looks like we managed to get to Act 3. I remember, it's coming back to me. I'm remembering a very painful Duriel kill, which took me quite a bit of time to actually achieve. I also remember the painful find of the Death Guard sash, which I cannot use because that's rare items only. Man, that was such a troll find at an early level too. I dropped me a death sash, like, what was it, like Tristram or something? And I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Like, you know how many times I've done solo self-found runs and tried to get a death sash to drop and, like, it would never fall. And then, like, do a rare item only run, and of course, a death sash just, like, pops out of the nearest monster's butthole. Like, oh, you're doing a rare item only run? Oh, okay, here, have a G-Face, have a Death Sash, here's some Hasaris boots and a Hasaris belt, and here, have some Saigon's gloves, and I'm just over here like, why you trolling me like this? I think the game legitimately was trolling me, because, like, I found so many good set items. I mean, I found a freaking, like, Infernal Cranium with the 20% damage token goes to mana, which is, like, mint early on. Like, this helmet right here will carry you through normal difficulty. Like, that 20% damage taken goes to mana is huge, and it's got all res on it. Like, I just wear that thing until, like, it breaks. And then I found a Cleglaw shield too. I mean, at least some of that is getting, like, put to use on the mercenary. At least there's that. At least we got that going on. Let's do a gear check. Let's go over all my equipment. Let's go over the mercenaries equipment. Let's get some music pumping too, because I like having some music pumping in my streams. I want to do what do I want to do today? Let's do some chiptune. I like the chiptune stuff. Chiptune's good, isn't it? There's what is it, 390 tracks in chiptune. Let's do chiptune. All right, so gear check. So what am I wearing? I've got an Imprac Pilum with 34% enhanced, 1 max. It's nothing amazing. A Bone Cowl Skull Cap with 10% faster hit recovery. I think that's the only reason I'm really wearing it. I was wearing an Ethereal helmet, a rare helmet, but that broke. My Skull Guard All-Res Shield here with 10% faster hit recovery on it. 10% faster Warmlock boots with some crappy stats. I still haven't found another rare ring or another rare amulet. The belt has, like, moderately poopy stats on it. The armor has some resistances on it, and it's high armor. It's the only reason I'm wearing it. And then, like, the gloves, same thing. Like, a couple reses. I think I have another pair of gloves in here. Yeah. That's slightly better. I was only using these, I think, because they had poison resistance, and I was fighting Andariel, or no, cold resistance, and I was fighting Duriel. That's right. On the other side, I have a Cruel Sever two-handed sword that rolled with amp and attack speed, which was actually kind of cool. So I've been smacking things with it and, like, using it for amp procs. My Merc over here has no weapon, no armor, because he's set items only. And he does have a helmet. He's got Infernal Cranium with all resistances 10, 20% damage taken goes to mana. And he also has Cleglaw's shield. Now, I got a new camera. Well, it's an old camera that I finally set back up. It's the Chinchilla cam. So we are going to boot up the Chinchilla cam. Boop. And that's probably just going to stay up here the entire time. I don't know where I'm going to place it, though. I don't want it to be in the way of the map. I had it up here because I was playing Dune earlier. I think it would probably be better, like, down here or something. Maybe a tiny bit smaller so that you guys can see the life pool. But that should be fine, right? Maybe move the notes out of the way. We can put the notes somewhere else. That's easy. So we can take this and we can, like, move it, like, up here or something. Like, it don't matter. Alright. So, chinchillas are going to do their thing. Like, I can't summon the chinchillas. Well, I probably could summon the chinchillas, but, like, they'll show up. They always do. Because they're fatties. They're chunky boys. Chunky chunks. Chunky chunks. I'm kind of wondering what they're doing right now. They're probably just sleeping. I see Mr. Doohan is up in the corner, sitting on his corner thing. And I don't see Dusty. He escaped. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't escape. He's probably just sleeping next to Mr. Doohan. They usually like to sleep next to each other. They cuddle, like little cuddle bugs. But that's okay. They'll wake up at some point, and their food bowl is right there, and also their wheel is right there. So anytime they go get food, and anytime they go run in the wheel, you'll see them. All right. I need better rare items. Like, I need them stat. I haven't done any money-making schemes yet. Gambling rings is rough, and gambling amulets is rough. It's like 63,000 gold per amulet and 50,000 gold per ring. It's not cheap. That's for sure. It is not cheap. I'm trying to think like the best way for me to get rare items. I mean, farming Andariel is a good thing, but like normal Andariel just really doesn't drop a lot of good items. That's like her main issue. Get some snacks. Yeah, I got some beef jerkums. Yeah, got some old trapper. Gotta have snacks ready. Because we gonna get munchies. Oh, sorry for the late stream today. I worked night shift last night and I slept all day, so that's just how it be. Did I already kill? I was waiting for the Dark Wanderer. I didn't see him. Looks like we've already explored some of this too. Do we already have the waypoint? I don't know exactly how far we got. I'm assuming we probably picked up the waypoint, although maybe we didn't. We did not pick up the waypoint. Alright, well, let's take a look at the map and let's see what we did explore. So we found the Spider Forest, Spider Cavern, and we got the eye. That's what we did. Alright. Ooh, experience run. What are we, level 24? Oh yeah, let's make sure the player count is set up properly too. Sometimes that gets messed up in between plays. I didn't even think about that until just now. Alright, so gameplay. It's supposed to be players 4, so we are at players 4, so that's good. I'm backing up my physical damage with a little bit of poison. I figure this will take me a long way. There's going to be monsters that are immune to poison, but I'll do my best. What's up, Samina Maula? How's it going? You have long load time issues getting into Uber Terrestrial? Sounds crazy. I mean, the game's not really that difficult to load. Are you running on a solid state hard drive? Do you have the game installed on the same hard drive as your OS? I mean, there's a lot of ways you could do load optimizations, but it really comes down to your system, like your computer, like how fast your computer is. I mean, I would start by asking a couple questions, like how fast are you loading in? What's the actual like time frame? Are we talking about like 10 seconds, like 15 seconds, like 30 seconds, 60 seconds? Like, how long is it taking to load in? I would start with the usual suspects. So, like, if you... So the usual suspects are things like this. So number one, make sure D2R is not installed on the OS, and that's the operating system drive. This helps to relieve overhead in terms of like how the game actually loads, right? Number two, install D2R on a SSD or NVMe drive. So this allows the system to load things into and out of the memory much quicker, which allows you to essentially have a much smoother loading process. Number three, total random access memory. So memory is a big issue, and if you don't have a lot of RAM, it could cause problems because your system could be holding back loading the entire game in memory. So like you want to make sure that you have at least like 16 gigabytes of RAM, if not maybe even 32 gigs, so that the game can load more into memory without an issue. It's not necessarily that like you might not be able to load everything into memory. It's that the system also has other things that's loading into memory. It also has reserve that it will not use. There's also a percentage it will not go over, and so forth and so on. And so like if you don't have enough RAM, that could also be an issue. Number four, you can also try a simple trick, which is to remove CPU 0 from the affinity list. So if you go into Task Manager, and you open up Task Manager, and you find the game, so you go to Diablo 2 Resurrected, right-click on it, and then go to Details right here. See, Go to Details. It's going to take you to this page. You're going to see D2R.exe, and then you're going to click Set Affinity. In here is a list of all your CPUs, right? So if you have a multi-core processor, you got multiple cores. I have, 16 cores, right? The main problem with CPU 0, which is one of the reasons why I recommend removing this if you're having issues, is that CPU 0 is used by everything on your computer. Okay? And this means that if your game is relying on CPU 0 for the majority of its processing, which is usually the case, and you have a bunch of other programs that are interrupting with the list, then CPU 0 can sometimes be very unstable, and it doesn't load as quickly as it otherwise would because it's being interrupted by lots of other programs. So removing CPU 0 from the affinity list helps reduce, I don't really know how to state it, interference from other applications on your PC. And then what else do we got? I can't remember off the top of my head. I mean, there's other things inside the game you can do, like if you have really long loading times into Uber Tristram, another thing you can do is don't summon pets until after you situate yourself. There's a very good chance, so a lot of people don't know this, is that when you load into a zone while you're loading, your mercenaries and your pets are just wandering around like while you're loading. This is actually a real thing. Like, there's actually a guy who was one time, he posted a thing. He was like, I loaded into Frigid Highlands. He goes, and my mercenary killed a monster, and like I didn't even see it. All I did was hear it in the background. And then by the time the game actually loaded, there was a burr rune sitting on the ground. And he's like, my mercenary killed a monster, and a burr rune popped out of his butt, and I couldn't even see it until the game finished loading. Because your pets will actually run around and aggro things. So if you don't summon your pets and your mercenary, or you can't summon your mercenary, but if you don't summon your pets until after you get into the run, like, you'll be in a much better place. So, you know, in general, like, mercenaries can get you killed if you have really long load times as well, because you can attract attention to yourself at the gate, and then a whole bunch of monsters start spawning around you, and you end up dying. That's about the breadth of it right there. Like, if there's something else, like if this doesn't work, then it might be something catastrophically wrong with your computer, like maybe your CPU or GPU is really old, or you need to update your graphics drivers. or just your drivers in general. You might just need to update all the drivers on your computer. There might be something going on, like you might be running off like an old regular hard drive. Like if you're running off an old regular hard drive, that's like a big issue itself. Your hard drive could be dying. That's another issue. Like tons and tons and tons of other things. Like I don't know if this helps you at all, but that's about all I can give you, my friend. Is that a platypus? No, it's not a platypus. That's a chinchilla. That's Mr. Dusty doing his Mr. Dusty things. He's running them in his wheel because he likes to do that. That's what hims do. You never heard of the CPU zero thing? I'm pretty sure I could just like do an AI prompt about it. Like it's pretty well known. Here, let's ask Grok about CPU zero. So here's Grok's explanation on CPU zero. So all I did was I just asked a question. I said, why does disabling CPU zero help the performance of some games? And he said, disabling CPU zero can sometimes improve game performance due to how operating systems and game manage CPU resources, and here's a concise explanation. Interrupt handling. In Windows, CPU zero is often the default core for handling system interrupts and critical OS tasks, e.g. driver operations, DPCs, and some games, especially older or poorly optimized ones, may not account for this, leading to contention for CPU zero's resources. Disabling CPU zero forces these tasks to other cores, potentially freeing up resources for the game. Thread scheduling. Games with suboptimal multi-threading may overload CPU zero, as it is typically the first core assigned task. By disabling CPU zero, the game's workload is redistributed across the other cores, which may have less contention or better cache utilization, improving performance in specific scenarios. Core affinity issues. Some games are sensitive to core affinity settings. If a game is pinned to CPU zero by default and the core is busy with background tasks, performance can suffer. Disabling CPU zero ensures the game uses other cores, which might be less burdened. Specific game bugs. Certain games, particularly older titles or emulators, have quirks where they perform better when not running on CPU zero due to issues like poor thread management or conflicts with system processes. However, it's not universally beneficial. So modern games are typically optimized for multi-core CPUs. However, Diablo 2 is not a modern game. So disabling CPU zero might reduce performance by limiting available cores. Disabling CPU zero can also cause instability or performance issues in other applications, as the OS relies on it for critical tasks. You don't disable the entire core. You just disable the infinity for that application for the core. I think Grok is a little confused. When it helps. This trick is most effective in older games, single-threaded applications, or systems with low core counts, e.g. dual-core CPUs, or where CPU zero is heavily utilized by the OS. Examples include games like StarCraft 2 or older emulators. It's funny because StarCraft 2 came out at the same time as Diablo 2. As noted in forums like Reddit Tech PowerUp. And it's a very simple trick. Like it doesn't really take a lot of things. The only main problem with the CPU zero core thing is you have to do it every time you boot up. It doesn't stay. So like every time you close the application and open it back up again, you would have to go back in and disable core zero. You don't remember seeing a monster immune to both lightning and poison? Yes, there's plenty. Gloams in Hell difficulty in Act 5 are immune to both lightning and poison. By default. Like, they're not even... It's not even like a contest. Like, they just are immune to both. There's no modifiers are required. It doesn't have to be a rare monster. They're actually immune to both elements at the same time. Like, on like a white trash mob. Does Dune get my seal of approval? I started to get kind of frustrated with it because of the lack of resources of some of the more common items. Like, I understand that it's supposed to be a survival game, but, like, I feel like their balance in terms of the overall, like, arcing tiered system really needs some work. Like, I don't know how to explain it simply, because it's not a simple problem, like, in any way, shape, or form. The problem is very intricate, and it's very detailed, and it comes down to, like, the availability of the items combined together with the cost of the items combined together with, like, a overarching, like, system of survival, which leads to some items just being extremely, extremely expensive. And, like, it's not necessarily a bad thing to have expensive items, but some of the stuff in the game is, like, nearly impossible to even create, because the most common item in the game is rare, and the most rare item in the game is common. It's like it got flipped on itself, on its head or something. Oh yeah, the System Shock 2 does have ammunition issues. That is definitely a thing. Limited ammunition and, like, having to go through the process of messing around with all that stuff. That is definitely a thing. Well, I mean, the problem with that is we couldn't both run, like, pistols, or we couldn't both run energy weapons. We had to, like, pick, right? So one of us had to run one type of weapon, and the other one had to run the other. Otherwise, we would run out of ammunition way too fast. Well, yeah, NVMEs are just, like, better solid states. It's funny, like, I've had this conversation, like, a couple times about, like, need versus, I think I was talking to my brother about this the other day. Like, need versus want, and, like, how it affected the gaming industry as a whole. And, like, when we were using regular hard drives back before solid states became a thing, like, there was no need for a faster interface. Like, SATA 1, SATA 2, and SATA 3, like, once we got to SATA 3 was so fast that, like, the hard drives couldn't saturate that connection even if they tried. Like, even if you had, like, a RAID array of hard drives, like, in the best RAID array that you ever could use, like, you couldn't, like, max out any of that. Like, SATA 3 was way too fast for hard drives. And it wasn't until, you know, solid states and, like, came out, and solid states started saturating the full SATA 3 connector. And, like, once the solid states started saturating the full SATA 3 connector, they were like, hey, like, we've been sitting on our laurels for too long. We need a new connector. And so that's when we came out with NVMe. I used to tell people before NVMe came out, I'm like, you don't need a super fast solid state. I'm like, the solid state hard drives are already, like, fully saturating SATA 3 connections, and, like, they can't go any faster than that because the SATA 3, you know, like, port is limited. And it wasn't until they started coming out with, you know, the NVMEs and, like, the M2 slots that were faster than SATA 3 that things kind of changed around. But, like, it took some time for that to happen. It wasn't overnight. When the new season starts, you're going to give me $200 for a nice assassin build. What kind of build do you want? I can give you a really good assassin build right now. I made a character that I think is honestly better than a Mosaic Sin, and doesn't use any of like, the same skills at all. Like, it does have a Mosaic Claw in the build, but you don't need it. You don't need the Mosaic Claw in the build. I used it mainly. I used one Mosaic Claw in the build strictly for, like, convenience of not having to rebuild all my charges all the time. But you could 100% do the entire build without it. Or you could do it with two Phoenix Claws. Well, actually, no, you can't do it with two Mosaics. Like, it's definitely not compatible with two Mosaics because you need all the negative res. I made this, basically, this assassin build that was designed around Dragon Talon. Not dragon. Was it Dragon Tail? Dragon Tail? I think it's Dragon Tail. And Dragon Tail is extremely powerful. I'm pretty sure I broke the game because my character did so much damage that I was literally like looping back in on itself. So a lot of people don't know this about Diablo, but there's a cap to the amount of damage that you can do in a single hit. Like there is a upper limit on the maximum amount of damage that you can possibly do in one attack. And if you go over it, it actually loops back around into itself and starts back at 0 essentially, right? I can't remember the exact number. I think I Google searched this at one point, like Diablo 2 maximum damage in a single strike. And then there's a limit. The exact amount of, here it is right here. The exact amount of damage that you can do in a single strike is, what is that? 1.4 million according to Diablo. That's in PvP. That's not what we're looking at. We're not looking at PvP. Engine available on a single hit is, what is that? 8 million? I'm pretty sure I came up with other numbers, but maybe it changed in Diablo 2 Resurrected. Maybe Diablo 2 Resurrected has a higher number amount count than D2 LOD. But anyway, the character does like some crazy, ridiculous amount of damage. I think it's like 160,000 or something, or 165,000 damage per strike. And it's AoE too. So like, it's not even just single target damage. It literally hits everything on the screen in an AoE circle, and it does like 185,000 damage like per kick. And it does multiple kicks, and it's a lot of freaking damage. Like, it's it ain't no slouch. If I find a waypoint here, I'll show it to you. Very, very fun build. I'm pretty sure that whole season I was just like just demolishing everything. Dude, I had still not found the waypoint for this place. Like, what is going on? Oh god, not glomies. I see I found Great Marsh. Yuck. Yuck. I really need some magic find. Would be great. That would be great. Okay, this has got to be it right here. This has got to be it. Yeah, this is it. This is the waypoint. There's no other options. It's got to be the waypoint. There's nothing left. I've covered the whole map. Alright, I'm going to show you my my dragon tail build just for fun. It's an online character, so she's still on here. I believe I called her like Boom or something, or like, I can't remember. Big Bada Boom, yeah, that's her name. Big Bada Boom. She's a big bada boom. A big bada boom, boom, big bada boom. Boom bada bim bada bing bam boom. So she uses a myriad of equipment here. She has things like Mosaic Claw, specifically for the ability to cast multiple abilities. She's using Arcane's Valor with a fire facet. She's got a Crown of Ages with 2 fire facets. She's got a Phoenix for the negative fire res as well as the plus physical damage. She's also using Atma Scarab for the amplified damage, which is required for this build. And she's also using Verdungo's Hardy Cord. She's got Shadow Dancers, Raven Frost, Laying of Hands. She seems to be missing 2 charms for some reason. She also uses Flame Asunder and Physical Sunder together, not one or the other. She uses both. And the way that this build works is she has the ability to fire off a Dragon Tail, which does a huge amount of physical damage. The physical damage is then converted into fire damage with the way that Dragon Tail works. And the higher the physical damage is, the higher the fire damage is. So basically how this build functions is it actually relies on a broken component within the game, which shouldn't necessarily work. And I'm going to try to kind of explain this broken component for you guys. So when you attack a monster, let's say if I do, 20,000 damage, right, to a target, and the target has 95% physical resistance. Well, 95% physical resistance is going to reduce my damage, right? Well, so that's 20,000 minus 95%, which means I'm only going to do a measly 1,000 damage. But wait, what if I could reduce his resistance to negative 100? Well, if I can reduce his resistance to negative 100, then that means that I'm going to gain 100% damage instead, which means that my 20,000 now becomes 40,000, right? Well, you would think that this is the highest that you could ever possibly get your damage, but you'd be wrong, because there is a rare situation where the damage actually passes through 2 resistances, not just 1. And you would think that this is definitely a negative thing. You're like, what do you mean it passes through 2 resistances? Well, if it passes through 2 resistances, that means it gets hit with 2 resistances at the same time. So let's say, for instance, you have a monster that's 95% resistant to physical. Well, then you're reducing that to 1,000 damage. But then it also gets converted into fire, and then you have to reduce it by 95% on the fire resistance too, and your damage basically goes from 20,000 down to a really measly damage of 50, which seems like absolutely awful. But the opposite is also true. So in a situation where a monster is in the negative on resistances, then you get a huge bonus because of that as well. So just like the 20,000 gets cut down to 50 by getting basically 2 resistances applied against to it, the same thing can happen in reverse, which is where you have an addition of 100% because the monster is at negative 100% physical. And then you can also have another bonus of plus another 100% because you can also have them at negative 100% fire, which means that your 20,000 damage can turn into 80,000 damage. But we're not done, okay? Fire damage can't be multiplied by critical strike. However, physical damage can. So in this particular case, you can have a situation where you have 20,000 damage times 2 because you critically strike, plus 100% because the monster is at negative 100% physical resistance, plus another 100% because the monster is at negative 100% fire resistance. And in this particular situation, your measly 20,000 damage can get multiplied into 160,000 damage, which is absolutely insane. And this is basically how this character functions, is it works by reducing the resistance of the monster in both fire and physical together. Now, the really cool thing about this is that the physical damage determines the fire damage, and you can essentially use a target that is immune to fire to kill a target that is, a target that is immune to physical to kill a target that is immune to fire. Like, you can basically go back and forth between them. So let me set up a scenario for you, right? So let's pretend that you have a monster that is immune to physical over here, like a ghost. And you have another monster that is not immune to physical, right? You can take your dragon tail and hit the monster that is immune to physical, causing a fire explosion, which will then hit the target that is immune to physical and kill him. And I can demonstrate this. So let's go ahead and beef up our Dujinx here. we're going to go ahead and we're going to kill a target that is immune to physical by using a target that is not immune to physical. So in this particular case, what we did is we used the cold immune target to kill the non-cold immune, the physical immune target. So if I hit this target that is immune to physical, it's not going to work. But if I hit this target, I can kill the immune to physical monsters by essentially forcing that explosion to happen anyway and do basically massive amounts of damage to everything nearby. The total amount of damage that this character has is absolutely like mind-bogglingly nuts. As you can see on the panel here, it says 30,000 damage to 48,000 damage, okay? So, looking at my 38,000 damage, here, let me show this to you real quick. So 48,000 Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail does 630% bonus fire damage, okay? So, 630% bonus fire damage done after the fact. Well, if you take my regular attack, I think we have to take, like, what is it, Tiger Strike or something like that? Wop, 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 wop. These guys are immune to fire, too, little punks. I don't like you. Go away. Boom. It's so fun to be able to just walk up and one-shot stuff. Hey, look, there's some champions over there. Let's go pick on them. You know, pick on the champions? All right, you ready? Watch. Boom. Oh, poor babies. Did that hurt? Boom. That was one kick, and they almost died. The second kick finished them off. Watch. See this big group right here? Boom. Boom. That's why her name is Big Bada Boom. Because literally she walks up to a pack of monsters. Doesn't matter how big the pack is. Boom. Big Bada Boom. It's a very fun character. Honestly, one of my favorites, actually. Like, I think it's up there. I don't know if I ever made a video on this character, but I probably should. It's one of those characters that probably should get its own video, if I didn't already make a video on it. Oh, and you can teleport around. Like, I'm not doing it, but you can totally teleport around. Where is my teleport button? What did I put my teleport button on? Dragonflight. It doesn't seem to be assigned to anything. Why are you not assigned to a button? You should be assigned to a... Oh, it was assigned to a button, but my doojang fell off. Okay. So with this particular build, you can fly around all over the place, just like you would any other like ridiculous assassin build that literally just teleports all over the place. As long as you got a monster, anyway. There's not always a monster on hand, but when there is a monster on hand, you can easily teleport into a pack like this and destroy the entire pack, and then teleport to a new pack, and then destroy that entire pack too. I mean, this build basically works by creating a very odd situation, which is that you're multiplying the damage like multiple times. You're multiplying the damage by causing the physical damage. You're multiplying the damage by using amplified damage. You're multiplying the damage by getting, you know, like your deadly strike. You're multiplying the damage again by using like negative fire resistance. You got the fire and the bone break together, which is massive for this because it basically strips away any immunities. And then you apply huge amounts of negative res to bring the resistances of the monsters down so that they take huge amounts of damage from every single hit. And it just ends up being absolutely nuts. There's tons of things you can do with this build that, like, it just walks through, like, pretty much 99% of the content in the game. I don't think Mosaic is a bad build, but, like, I think this is more fun in general, like, than the Mosaic Sin, like, by miles. I missed one. I better fix my light radius? Oh, no. Not my light radius. Everybody gather round. Come on down and gather round. I want to kick you in the face. Bow, 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 bow. Gonna kick it in the eye. I don't really care, my friend. Bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Let's teleport and kill Shank. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, really fun, really amazing build. There's the skill tree right there if you want to see like how I set up my skills. I basically put 20 points into Dragon Tail, 20 points into Tiger Strike. Tiger Strike is like the only charge I use. I don't use any of the other charges. I also put 20 points into Claw Mastery, 20 points into Fade, and nothing into Traps, because F's Traps. I freaking hate them. It's not necessary anyway. She kills so fast that literally I actually tried putting like Death Sentry in the mix, and I remember when I put Death Sentry in the mix, she got slower. Like, it was slower with Death Sentry than it was without Death Sentry. Like, I walk up to a pack of monsters, and I just do this, and the whole pack disintegrates. Like, what do I need Death Sentry for in a situation like this? Like, what does that actually do for me when I can literally disintegrate entire packs with a single kick? It doesn't do anything. Like, and that's what I encountered. Like, I started playing around with it, and I'm like, I can literally just delete the entire pack from existence in one kick. I don't need, like, corpse explosions. It could be nice to have it on, like, a claw or something, just so that you have it, and you can, like, delete corpses when you go do Kneel Attack or something like that. But it's unnecessary. It's, like, completely unnecessary. Is my build better than a cookie cutter dual mosaic? It's not a mosaic sin. Like, this claw right here is not required for the build. So the only reason I'm using this claw is because I like the fact that my charges stay up for longer. So if you take this claw out of the equation, you would probably end up using like anything better. And once you take this claw out of the equation, you could open up a myriad of options. In fact, better options, probably with more negative res on them, and your damage would increase significantly, I think, by removing this claw. The only reason I have this claw at all is just simply because I like not having to micromanage the charges. That's it. I didn't want two, and you definitely do not want two mosaics on this build because it hampers the entire build and makes it worthless. Because it takes away a large amount of your negative res and also takes away a large amount of your physical damage, which you need for this build to work. This is one of the most unique builds in the game that I've ever created, because the problem with it is it's not a physical build and it's not an elemental build, it's both. This is one of the first times I ever created a character that is literally both physical and elemental at the same time. You have to balance both aspects of the character, and it does make it extraordinarily difficult, because if you don't balance both aspects of the character, you will fail. Dragon Tail is one of these really weird abilities that for some reason or another just doesn't function properly within the game world mechanics. And you have to take into account how this ability works to make the whole build work. And to put it as plainly as I can state it, this is how Dragon Tail functions, okay? Dragon Tail applies physical damage to the monster, okay? Then, after you hit the monster with the physical damage, all right? After you hit the monster with physical damage, it then determines the fire damage from the hit. Okay, so like, say for instance, you attack a monster, you do like 48,000 damage, right? And then you hit a monster, he has 95% resistance, which reduces your 48,000 per damage, you know, to like, what is that? Like, actually, let's multiply it by 2 as well, because we got Deadly Strike. So 96,000 divided by 2 or times 2, and then like minus 95%, and then we're only doing like 4,800 after it's over, right? This is what your fire damage is coming from. It's coming from the hit, right? So the problem with that is that if you have a hit that is really low, then your fire damage is really low. So this whole combination of things, this applies the physical damage to the target and then determines the fire damage from the physical damage, and then also applies the physical damage, the fire damage separately. Like, it's a whole, like, finagly thing that has to be, you have to, like, you have to like, micromanage it like a high maintenance lady. Like, it's basically a high maintenance lady. Like, you have to have all the negative fire res in the world, and you have to have all of the physical damage in the world, and you also have to have amplified damage. So basically, how this works is you've got, what is it? Trying to think of like the thing to actually like state here. So you need high physical damage, amp, need physical sunder, need fire sunder, need negative fire res, enemy fire res, and like all of the above basically. So you basically need all of these things just to make the build work. It's really quite crazy. It's a fun build though. Like, if you ever put it together, if you put this build together, you'll have tons of fun with it because you run around just like kicking everything in the face and it all dies. Mwah. Anyway, going back to my game. I mean, Dragon Tail's always been OP, yeah. Selling everything to the vendor shop. Don't go down there, it's too hot. Need some better rare items, that would be great. I think our goal is going to be to get to Eldritch and Shank, and I think we're just going to have to farm Eldritch and Shank for a little while for rares. Because, like, we got some doo-doo. Like, our rares are doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo rares. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo rares. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo rares. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo rares. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo rares. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo rares. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo rares. I got some doo-doo rares. Don't even want to wear all of my doo-doo rares, but I don't got nothing better to put in the slots. I think I need something better that is hot. We got some doo-doo rare items. Doo-doo rare items. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo rares. I need better rares. Give me better rares. I need lots and lots of rares. I need better items, yeah. Better weapons for my hands. I need lots of items, yeah. Give me better rares. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo rares. I need better rares. With some stuff that's really good. Amplify weapons, yo. I need better rares, yo. I need better rares, ho. Give me better rares, yo. I need better rares now. Magic fine. I need better magic fine. Better magic fine. I need better magic fine. Better, better magic find. Chinchillas running round. Gonna go in the wheel. Running every day you see. Got that chinchilla magic. Gonna get the wheel magic. And we got some chinchillas. Running, running, running fast. Running, running, running into the past. He's staring at me too. He's staring right at me while singing. He's literally staring into my soul right now. I gotta take a picture of this. Running, running, running fast. Running, running, running fast. Going running, running fast. Running, running, running fast. Oh, I didn't get a picture. He said, "You crazy," and then went back to running this wheel. He said, "You nuts, so boy." He said, "Why you so crazy?" He said, "You need to take a chill pill. Come running the wheel with me for a little bit, and I think you'll be all right." Let's see if he responds to words. Are you ready? All right. Dusty, do you want some raisins? Dusty, you want some snacks? Okay. He does respond to crinkling bags, though. Watch this. You ready? All right. We're going to crinkle the bag. Oh, no. Look. Ah, he came to the bars. He came to the bars. He said, "You better give me one of them doojies or I'm going to get you." He said, "Boy." I got a picture. Oh, no problem, Metroid Jones. I'm just glad you enjoy it. I'm going to pull that picture up for you guys to see. He's staring right into my soul right now. I crinkled a bag, and he literally has this look on his face. Like, I don't even understand. Womp, womp, womp. Dude, his face though. You guys gotta see this face. Like, his face is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. He's still staring at me too. He said that was rude what you did there. He said you were a rude individual. He said, "I do not much appreciate it." I got the image. Here we go. That's how he looked at me when I crinkled the bag. That's how he looked at me. He's still looking at me too. He's still staring into my soul over here. He said, "Bruh." He said, "Don't be crinkling them bags, all right, and not giving me none, okay?" He said, "Don't be crinkling them bags and not be giving me none of them treats, all right? You can't be doing that. That's legal in like 52 states, and there's only 51. Like, you better give me some of them treatums." Cody's over here too. Cody heard me crinkle the bag, and he's over here doing it as well. He's giving me the eyeball. He said, "Boy," he said, "don't make me come over there and handle business." He said, "I will come over there and I will get you." Poison, poison, poison. Flawed Ruby. Y'all want to see him take a dust bath? I bet you I could put a dust bath in there. Let's put a dust bath in there. Let's see if we can get him to take a dust bath. How many times was I eaten by giant worms? Only once, Charles. Only once. Alright, let the dust bath ensue. Chinchillas don't take regular baths, they take dust baths. It's like a fine silica powder. And they roll in it. And they rub it all over their furs. And it removes the oils from their furs, and they really enjoy it. It won't take them very long to find out it's there. And when they do... Yep, there you go. He already found it. They're gonna be rolling. They're gonna be rolling. Ethereal gear, barbarian only? The hell? Why are you trying to kill me? Why you try to do the murder? Why you want to murder me? Oh yes, they will 100% fight over that. They love it a lot. I need more mana pots. I really didn't want to have to go through Great Marsh, but it's like I don't have a choice. Can you join our kinship? Sure. Anybody's welcome to join the kinship. All you got to do is join the Discord. Here is the Discord link. I'll link it for you from the bot. Once you get into the Discord, there's two sets of rules. There's the rules for the Discord itself, which are fairly simple. Pretty much just don't be an ass. And then there's the rules for the Discord clan. So the clan rules are separate from the actual server rules. And to get into the clan, you have to read the rules. And at the bottom of the rules is a list of captains that you can message for entry into the clan if you would like to come in. You have to be manually added. You're not just going to be able to hit a button and like just pop in. But once you are added, that's pretty much it. Just just don't be a jerk and follow the rules, and really not much more to it. Ladder starts what is it, June 20th? Not very far away. We got 9 days? Nine whole days. I'm so sick of these glooms already. I ain't even sticking around. I'm leaving. I'm blowing this popsicle stand. Bow, 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 bow. Just trying to find Flare Jungle. That's all I'm trying to do. Get the hell out of here. I'm so tired of getting shot at by glomes. This is probably the waypoint right here. Not that I ever wanted the waypoint, but javelin is broken, I gotta go to town. A javelin is broken, I gotta go to town. Javelin is broken, I gotta go to town. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that would be nice if I had some charms, but I can't use those because it's rare only. And I don't get any charms, no. Please repair my doohickeys. That would be great. Thank you. I just started playing Breath of the Wild on OLED. Did I play through Breath of the Wild on stream? No, Breath of the Wild came out before I was a YouTuber, and I did not have Breath of the Wild on live stream. Unfortunately, I do not. I do have Tears of the Kingdom on live stream because that came out after I was a YouTuber. So, like, that one I have. Man, Breath of the Wild was what, like 8 years ago now? Or was it 7? (2017) 18, 19, 20. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8 years ago. Came out 8 years ago. Yeah, unfortunately, that was before I became a YouTuber, so no, I didn't have any. I don't have any of that on there. I try to like make sure that whenever I play a game, I play it on live stream for you guys, so you guys can see it. But you know, like I didn't back then. I just didn't. I don't know why. I just didn't think about being a YouTuber at that particular time period. I probably should have been a YouTuber a lot sooner than I am now. Like it would have been. I'd be a lot further along, you know, like if I had started YouTubing earlier, I think. Alright, Glomes, we're done. We're done, Glomes. Just move on. No more. No more Gloomy Glomes. Ow! Do I have any planned Switch 2 playthroughs? Yeah, definitely. I'm 100% going to be doing Metroid Prime when it comes out. Absolutely love Metroid. It's one of my favorite series of all times. So, like, yeah, definitely. When Metroid comes out, we're definitely going to be playing that. And Metroid, what is it called? Metroid Prime 4 Beyond or something? I think is the name of it. Unfortunately, light radius only goes so high. It has a cap. And you actually start with a passive amount of light radius too, so like That's a very silly challenge because you're gonna be capped out real fast. You could probably cap out in like normal difficulty. Hey, I can finally get a second rare ring, boys. I can finally get another rare ring for my fingers. I can put it on my fingers. I get a rare ring. Don't tell me what to do. I'm on the win. Got a rare ring. Gonna put it on my fingers. Get a fair or miss. Give me something good. Give me something. Actually, it doesn't even matter what it gives me because, like, I literally have no ring in this slot. So it doesn't matter what it is. It's better than nothing. That's pretty good, actually. 89 attack rating, 1 max, 30 mana, 21 lightning res, and some MDR. That is a killer level 15 ring. Freaking thank you for the hookup, Ormus. Like, oh man, I ain't know we was tight like that. I ain't know we was that tight, Ormus. Ormus like, don't worry, I got you, fam. I got you. You need a good low level ring. I got you. I got you, fam. Don't worry about it. We got some mana on here, some resistances. We got some of them attack ratings. We got some of them on there too. A little bit of MDR, you know, help you survive some of them little tiny hits, you know, because you know, little bastards be shooting all them fireballs at you and them infernos and stuff, and it's a little annoying. So I know you need a little MDR in your life as well. That's good. That extra mana is huge too. Like, oh my god, I think I just went up like, what is that? Like, it's 10 mana per. I went up like 3 extra javelin throws. That's legitimately 3 extra javelin throws for me for my main ability before I run out. It's actually harder to hit maximum negative light radius. That's actually, like, very interesting, is trying to hit, like, the negative light radius. Unfortunately, Torch is a really bad deterrent in that direction, because as soon as you put the Hellfire Torch on, you get, like, what is it, plus 10 or something? Which immediately caps you out no matter what. A harder challenge would be like avoiding light radius. So like if an item has plus light radius on it, you can't use it. So not a single plus light radius piece of equipment can be worn. So if it has even plus 1 light radius on it, it is ruled out. Hellfire Torch ruled out. Like you can't even use a Hellfire Torch. You can't use like anything with light radius on it. You are banned from the light radius strain. Yes, there are negative light radius items. There's a couple. Gloom and Darksight Bassinet are 2 of the primary items. Gloom is a rune word. Type in !Gloom. And Darksight Bassinet is actually pretty good too. They actually make a really solid like low-level merc setup, because your merc essentially starts proccing dim vision all the time, and makes your merc like really survivable, because every time like a ranged monster tries to attack your merc, they get dim vision, and it's kind of hilarious, honestly, because you just have like every monster is dim visioned like all the time, like across the entire screen, just like blinding everything all the time, and it's very difficult for your monster to die when everything is blind. Jof, you know they did an upgraded version for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I don't know if you want to like experience Breath of the Wild in the new form, but like they do have like a upgraded version with upgraded frame rate, resolution, and like other fixes on the Nintendo Switch 2. And I mean, I don't know if you can afford a Nintendo Switch 2. Obviously, that's an issue too. But like, if you can get one, it probably would be a better experience overall to play on the NS2 than it would be on the NS1. And I only say that because, well, like, you only get one first-time playthrough, right? Like, and I think that's kind of important to think about here, is that you only ever get one first-time playthrough. Do you want your first-time playthrough to be on, like, an inferior version? I don't have a choice, you know. Like, I played when Breath of the Wild, when it first launched in, you know, it, was it March of 2017, and I didn't have, you know, any choice of the matter. You know, it was either play it on the Nintendo Switch 1 or don't play it at all. But, like, you got a choice now, because the new console comes with all the upgrades and stuff, so, like, that is an option. I just put it out there for you, just in case you're interested. But, it's still an amazing game. Like, no matter where you choose to play it, it's still an amazing game. And then after you finish with that one, you can play Tears of the Kingdom. That one's awesome as well. Highly recommend Tears of the Kingdom. I did do a full playthrough of that, so, like, you could follow through with me on Tears of the Kingdom when I play through. Superior chained mail. The mail of the chain. The superior chain. Pom 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 pom. Beep 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 beep. I was replying to a comment. I like to poke the trolls. It's probably not good for my health, but I like to poke the trolls. Poking trolls is fun. A short bow. Man, that is awful. Ooh, greater mana potions. I shall take those. Let's get the hell out of Dodge. Have a good day. Why don't I choose Act 2 Mercenary? This is a randomizer, and like, basically I am forced to use whatever the randomizer comes up with. The current randomization is players 4, Amazon, rare items only, Act 3 Merc, and the Act 3 Merc is only capable of wearing set equipment. But that being said, like, I often don't choose the Act 2 Mercenary. The Act 2 Mercenary is only good in, like, specific situations. There are plenty of situations where other mercenaries are important, and honestly better. Like, in general, like, the Act 2 Mercenary is good for, like, a couple things. It's definitely one that I use, but I also use all the other ones too. I've used the Act 3, used the Act 5, I use the Act 1. It just depends on how I'm set up and what I need. If I need a tank, then I go for, like, the Act 5 or the Act 2. If I need, like, you know, specifically, like, enchant buffs or, like, static field and things like that, I like to go with the Act 3 Merc. If I want a Merc that doesn't die all the time and stays alive more often, I go with the Act 1 Merc, because the Act 1 Merc seems to be the easiest to keep alive in terms of, like, not running in and dying on a regular basis, which is really nice. It's actually really nice when your Merc doesn't just run in and die all the time. I mean, in general, like, if all you ever use is the Act 2 Merc, you're kind of playing the game wrong, to be perfectly honest, because he's not always the best choice. And in fact, in many situations, he's actually the worst choice. But in this particular case, I have no choice. So there's also that. No choice. I got no choice. Man, why does this music sound like it belongs in like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit movie or something? Don't get me wrong, I like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but I don't think this is the genre that I chose. Act 6 Merc? Oh man, not the Act 6 Merc. Bruh. How did you even get him? He's not even released yet. Do you know some sort of like secret cheat codes? Speaking of cheat codes, I was watching, was it somebody was playing Street Fighter, I think. And like there's a I think it was Street Fighter. Yes. There's a bunch of like secret characters that you can select in Street Fighter by using a specific sequence of character highlights and button presses on the screen. It's basically like a code where you have to like unlock specific characters, like unlocking like Super Turbo Akuma. But anyway, I was watching this one thing and this guy was trying to like input the cheat code during a tournament, which you were totally allowed to do, because you can select any character that you want. Unfortunately, he was unable to correctly input the code, and he ended up with a character that he didn't wanted, which I thought was hilarious. They were like, ooh, and he tried to put in the secret code to get the Akuma character, and he failed. Ended up with Zangief. Oh, what a failure. And then, like, he had to play with Zangief, because, like, by the rules, like, whatever you select is what you have to play with. There's no, like, redos allowed. So, because he failed, like, selecting the character properly, he was just stuck, which was freaking hilarious. He sucked with that character, by the way, that he picked. Like, he was not good with that particular character. The other guy was good with Zangief, though. Which made it all the worse, because he knew all the moves. He already knew all the Zangief moves and everything. What's up, Tomac? If I get my quest from Act 1 and res him in Act 3, it would be an Act 3 merc? Oh, no. I don't think resing him in Act 3, resing her in Act 3 takes away her boobies, but I could be wrong. I just realized that the Act 1 merc is the only female mercenary. I didn't even think about that. It's the only female merc. Is this really not the waypoint? Like, this is the dead end. Wow, I found the dead end, guys. Okay, so that means the next one is the waypoint, if I can find it. How can we be sure Act 3 mercs are not female? Well, they don't have boobs. So unless they lopped off their boobs, and both of them, I mean, I'm just gonna have to go with that they're not. And also, you know, like, they're called sorcerers, not sorceresses. So, I'm pretty sure it's in the name. Yeah, they also have beards. But then again, ladies can have beards too when they're really old. I don't think you can have a beard, like, early on as a woman. It's pretty much menopause, right? So like once you're past menopause, that's when beards are possible. When you stop producing a lot of estrogen and you start producing more testosterone, you have the ability to grow yourself a beard. Bearded ladies. Why'd you put hearts beside that, Tomac? Like, what the hell? Tomac likes his ladies with beards. That's what he likes. Bearded ladies, bearded ladies. We got the braided. They can braid their beards, make them look more girly. Gotta get those braided beards. You like a little tickle? I mean, Cody can give you a kiss if you want a little tickle. Are the chinchillas done taking their bath? They seem to have, like, completely abused the bath time tub. Oh Lord, he didn't say that. Tomac, you need to go back to the human etiquette school, okay? No peanut butter on the genitals. No peanut butters. Dude, what the hell is this music? It's like Dragon Quest mixed with something else. Dude, this is great. Feels like I'm starting my Dragon Quest adventure. You must save the kingdom, young one. You must go and be brave. You must kill the dragon, young one, for I am too old and too lame. You must go away ere break of day to slay the dragon, and you save the princess in the deepest cave. What's up, Mental Patient MP? Canada dididins. Would you guys like to see Mr. Kubus the Monster Dog today? I suppose I can bring him up here. I can lure him with a beef jerkin piece. Come on. Come on. This is the Kubus the Monster Dog. He said, I like a beef jerkums. Theirs are very good. And also, they smells good and they taste good. Alright, you ready? You show everybody how good this boy you are. Ready? Alright. You gonna taste it? Gotta taste it. Gotta taste it. Uh-huh. What does it taste like? Does it taste good? You wanna smell it? Come. What does it smell like? Smells delicious. Okay, are you ready? I'm gonna put it right here, right there on your nose. Oh no, look, it's right there on your nose. Oh no. Are you ready? Yes. He's like, give me that. Instead of put it on my nose. He said, that's not where it goes in my mouth. Silly human. Silly human. Beef snackums are for mouths. Man, I've been hankering for some Diablo 1. I think I want to do another Diablo 1 playthrough. I've been hankering. There's a little bit of hankering for some Diablo 1. I need to get like a group together, like so we can really have like a cool experience. It's not as fun by myself. Diablo 1 was like the original online like game that you played with your friends. Oh yeah, the atmosphere on D1 is amazing. The music, the horrifying screams in the background. Tower of Column Novo, that was a really good D1 style game. I'm not sure if you guys played that or saw me do the live stream on that one, but like that was the closest thing I've come to like a Diablo 1 style game in like forever. I'm gonna put a link in chat for you guys. Kale Monvo, that's what it is. Tower of Kale Monvo. Very, very good game. Absolutely adore that game. And very much so Diablo 1, like style and everything. Here it is right here. This is the launch day. Launch day stream. Tower of Kale Monvo. I think I still need to post a
fresh meat.
There you go. Spam the link all over the place for you guys. Definitely a good game. You guys should check it out and support the developer. Not every day we get like really good like D1 style atmospheric games like that one. I really enjoyed the itemization in that game too. Like I gotta say, like the itemization was really on point. Ethereal. I gotta go repair my weapon. Dang, what is this thing? This is good. I like this. What the hell is this? It's great. So many rare dirks. Like, stop dropping me rare dirks. I don't want a rare dirk. Ugh. Let's take some of this stuff back to sell it. I need as much money as I can get for, like, doohickeys. Cody will eat you. Just be patient. He's not hungry right now. I'm kidding. He's always hungry. He'll be down in a minute. He'll be down in just a minute to eat you. Cause Kubas has a black hole for a tummy. He don't care about the size of your bones. He's just gonna eat them all on his throne. He'll drag you into his kennel, chew on your neck and your bones like a fennel. He'll eat you up really good and probably not leave nothing but your hood. Demon dog, monster dog, demon monster, monster dog. He's a big old monster dog, gonna eat you up all. He's gonna eat you up like a log. He eats tin cans, he eats pine cones. Saw him poop out a pine cone one time. I was like, holy crap, that's a cone. Can't believe he pooped out a phone. Pooped out a whole tin can. I don't really even know where he got it from, but he pooped out a whole tin can, son. Monster dog. Monster dog. It's crazy the things that dogs can eat. Like, I don't even understand. I was watching some nasty video of like dogs vomiting up things, and like the things that they vomited up, like I don't even understand. Like one of them swallowed like a whole dildo. Like the whole dildo. Like I'm not even talking about like one of those little tiny little personal massagers neither. Like this was like the whole thing with like the extra like stimulation and like the gyrating and all the other crazy. It was like it was huge and it had like the extra little prongs on it, and the dog just swallowed the whole thing. And the dog's just yakking up. He's like, "Ugh, ugh, ugh." I'm like, what's he gonna vomit up? I was like, I don't know. He finally vomits it up. A whole like 10-inch long freaking like pink dildo he just swallowed for some reason. And I'm like, how the hell does the dog even swallow that? Like the whole thing. Batteries and all. That's absolutely insane. And then he vomited it back up. That was great. Now I'm eating some beef jerky. Oh, what's up, Chippy Curse? Melt away into nothingness. Hey, look, another small charm that I can sell the NPC. Alright. Grim Shell. Wow, that's a really nice helmet. +2 iron skin. Dual res. Decent defense, only level 18. Man, if I was a barbarian, I'd be all over that. That thing's amazing. Too bad I'm not a barbarian. Kind of sucks, actually. That helmet would be perfect for me right now. I always love to put that helmet on, but I cannot.
All this trouble over a tattered book.
Alright, moving on. We need to get the heart. I need a rare amulet. I still ain't found a rare amulet. It's starting to piss me off. I don't like having empty slots. I just got no amulet on because I still haven't found a rare amulet the entire time. I can try and gamble for one, I guess. I don't think it's worth doing it right now because it costs way too much freaking money. And I can't use the edge rune word to bring down the price either. Barbara Ann, won't you take my hand? They just gonna stay up on the ceiling, just getting wrecked? Well, I killed my Mert. That is some rude behavior. I don't much appreciate that at all. Alright, we really need some better equipment. So I think we might be doing a little bit of super chest farming. I think that might be where we at. Yeah, I got poison too. Don't worry about it. We can trade.
I can't carry anymore. I am
All right, so what we need to do super chest farming is we got to have a convenient and easy access to this place. So as of right now, we've got this right here. So like, if we have a waypoint near this, this will be perfect because this goes straight there. It's not even that far away. Like, we just need to find the waypoint and then we can figure out what we could do from there. So let's just troll around, see if we can find the waypoint in this place.
I am overburdened.
If the waypoint is near the sewer entrance, then we're golden. Oh, my D-Tank broke. Okay, that's not like too horrible. Alright, so let's leave. We're gonna come back and we're gonna do a little bit of super chest farming. It should be pretty lucrative. Let's go grab our merc back real quick. We'll try and keep the merc with us for as long as I can. I don't know about money constraints, but the static field is useful. You go talk to Buttface over here. Oops, no chippy. Give me that chippy back. Thank you. My chippy. So, super chests can roll as rare super chests, which is what I'm hoping for. And then when that happens, everything in the super chest is then rare. They're not exactly like the most common things in the world, but like it does happen, and when it does happen, you do end up with all rares from that particular super chest. So like it's something worth exploring. Like we can do a little bit of super chest farming and we can see like what we can get. We could also, you know what, let's do this real quick too, because this might be faster than the other one. I don't know. Let's just go in here real quick and look at the map. I mean, it's not really that far away. Let's do a quick check. It looks like it's like right here. As long as we can get there without having to go over like too many bridges or like crazy things, could be fine. Yeah, that's not bad. Claymore. We're mainly coming down here for the super chests. Like that's the main goal. No rare super chest yet. A lot of ruby. Alright, so nothing all that amazing, but next. We should be able to farm this repeatedly, over and over again. Ugh. Garbage. I get that baby potion from, too. A little baby potion. We're gonna use those chippies eventually. It'll come down to it. We just gotta keep going until we get to a certain point, and then we can use those chippies to make a ton of money. Why is this song so spooky? What's it called? Fat Cat? That's what the song is called? Fat Cat Abstraction. That does not seem like a Fat Cat abstraction. Nope, still no rare chest. Ugh. A rare pack of dolls. That's disgusting. Doesn't get much more disgusting than that. My Merc over there just tanking them, all the dolls for me. I ain't playing no games. I guess the Chinchillas are tired after their dust bath. That's a lot of work doing a dust bath. Like, more chippies. We're not full on chippies yet, but we will be full on chippies eventually. Fill up every orifice of my chest with chipped gems. Every orifice. Oh no, not the chippy curse. Anything but the chippy curse. Anything. Ow. That was rude. What am I planning with chippies, Kevin? Making money. Money, money, money in the bank. Money, money, money in the tank. I'll give you an example. Alright. You see this item? Actually, let's use a different chippy. I might actually want to keep the topazes. Alright. You see this item? Clasp Orb of Ice Bolt, right? How much is it worth to Ormus? It is worth 334 gold. Worthless. Right? Now, we're going to put that in the cube with 3 chippies, and we're going to transmute it. Boom. Now we have a +2 meteor with 2 sockets. Alright. Now we're going to take that to Ormus, and look how much it's worth now. So for the low, low price of 3 chippies, I converted a absolutely worthless piece of equipment into a very valuable piece of equipment. It's probably worth way more than 15,000 gold. In fact, I should probably hang on to this for later acts because it's probably worth. It's probably capped on gold for like multiple difficulties. You can also use this to get a good early starter weapon with 2 sockets in it, which is also nice. There's a couple uses for it. We're gonna hang on this one for selling later. The reason why I don't want to do it right now, because I'm only in Act 3, and the value of the items can only cap out at 15k. If I wait till Nightmare difficulty to do it, caps out at 25k. So I can get a lot more gold that way. Or is it 30k? It's 30k in Nightmare, right? 25 in Hell, and in normal Act 5. 30k in Nightmare, 35k in Hell. I still haven't made up my mind. I don't know what I want to do. I want to do something new that I haven't done before. But I've pretty much done everything, so. I don't know. Oh my god, this is annoying. So much going on. Like, ugh. Look at them chonky chinchillas sitting over there eating, munching on stuff and rolling in thing. Oh, chonky boys. These candies are delicious. I'm over here crunching on these candies though. Oh. Ah. Ah. The boss go? He must have died. That must be him right there. Dang it. He died over top of the place where he can't drop items. Worthless. I really need to gamble for some better equipment, but like I just know early on like this, it's just not worth it. I gotta wait for a higher level. I'm trying to store up gold now while I can. For those of you who are wondering, I can't use jewels. Because there is a rare jewel, I can't use jewels. I can use rare jewels because I'm in rare only. So, like, jewels actually do have a rare type. Unlike, you know, like, say, for instance, gems, which are neither rare nor blue nor nothing, right? But, like, jewels actually do exist in the rare form, so I can't use blue jewels. I can only use rare jewels. Potions. We ain't found nothing this entire time, neither. It's quite sad. Could I use what if I cubed what? What? What do you mean cubed them together? I'm confused. I swear it's like he deliberately tries to die over top of places where he won't drop items. Is he just like legitimately trying to like prevent me from getting loot? Ugh, it's a gnat. I'm about to kill that thing. No rare super chest. No mana potion and no rejuvenation challenge? That's like dead easy. I'll just pick a barbarian and go double swing. Never need mana again. Done. Moving on. What's next? I already beat the game with it. What's next? Dude, if I get a Soj on this run, that is so mean. I need more water. All I drink is water all the time. I need more. I am fish. I am fish. Ooh, a longbow and a poleaxe. I ain't mad at that. I need an amulet. Would be nice. But bunch of stuff here worth some doojanks to take back. Like, ain't got enough room.
I can't.
Ain't got enough room. Cheese. I think Mr. Doohan is hiding from Dusty. Mr. Doohan. Oh, that's a terrible longbow. That's so slow, I'd never be able to use it. It's just not fast enough. I look over the chinchillas from time to time to see what they're doing. And I swear they're like little crackheads. Like, I think they're like hopped up on like crack cocaine or something. And, like, half the time they just like show up and they look at you, they like stare at you weird, and then all of a sudden they just like bolt away like Usain Bolt. They're like, oh, hello. And then they go, pew! Pew! Like, it legit makes like the cartoon noise, like when something like runs away from you really fast. And you're like, hold up, did you just do like the cartoon? Pew! Tomac, she said she's too busy watching the carnage to respond to you. That's what she said. I sent her a message with the picture of your comment, and she was like, I'm too busy playing Raft and watching the carnage on my cell phone or something. So she ain't got enough time for us. She ain't got no time for us, Tomac. That whole stuff going on in Los Angeles is just crazy. Oh my god, that's nice. 20% faster on rock and lightning wrist? Too bad I can't wear it. That's just crazy. Some of that stuff just blows my mind. Like, I don't even understand. I still don't even understand. Like, I look at the picture sometimes and I'm just like, what? It's like imagine if you had somebody who stuck a fork into a lightning socket, and you're just like, and you look at them afterward, and they're like, they got like black ash on their face, you know, because they got electrocuted, right? And then they're kind of twitchy, like, and their hair's standing up on end, and then you just look at them and you're like, what exactly were you trying to achieve by sticking your hand in a light socket? Like, what was the goal there? What was the end point in your mind? Like, what did you think was going to happen when you did that? Like, you like bent the prongs and shoved a fork in the lightning socket, in the light socket, and then like what? Like, what did you think was going to happen after that? Like, did you think you were going to get superpowers or something? Like, did you think that, like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't. That's a little rough for me. I don't know. I think that axe is better damage than the cruel sever. I mean, what was you trying to achieve? What was the end goal there? It's like you know, I don't understand. I still don't understand. Like, to me, this is something that I've never been able to quite understand. Like, why would you risk going to jail over what's basically nothing, right? Like if you go rob a bank or something and get like millions of dollars, like, that's one thing. But like, these people that go into like convenience stores and get like $200 out to register, like, what is your end goal there? Like armed robbery, risking like it seems to me like there's like a cost to weight like benefit ratio problem, like where literally like there's some people that just don't have the ability to like weigh their actions appropriately based on like what's going on. It's like okay, all right, I could rob a convenience store, like a 7-Eleven or whatever, right? I could rob a 7-Eleven, get $200. All right, yeah, boy, yeah. What is the the other side of the equation? Like cons. Could let's see, what is the penalty for robbing a convenience store with a gun? The penalty is imprisonment for a minimum of up to 5 years to a maximum of 20 years. So could go to jail for 5 to 20 years. And you gotta you gotta weigh the options, right? You're like, $200, go to jail for 5 to 20 years. $200, if this is a hard one. I think I'd rather not go to jail for 5 to 20 years, and then just like that, like you don't rob a convenience store, and like this part right here has never made any sense to me whatsoever. Like that people would risk this, like they would risk this to get this. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like if he was robbing for like $200,000 or something, like then I could understand. Like if he was robbing that amount of money, I could understand risking this, right? But he's not robbing this amount of money. He's robbing like this amount of money. Oh wait, hold on. We got to add in and plus some SIGs. Like, because he probably going to take the SIGs off the back of the rack, right? So he going to get like $200 and some SIGs. He'll get some SIGs. Maybe some of them those little what do people get? Them little sweet and milds. And maybe he probably grab a couple of those maybe grab a couple cartons, get some cartons. Like they probably got some cartons down at the bottom. He probably grab a couple cartons, right? Like I just don't understand the logic and reasoning of this. Like maybe somebody who's like a criminal psychologist can explain it to me, like why somebody would be willing to risk this for this. Like what's the reasoning there? Like is there no brain function whatsoever? Like do they not think about the consequences of their actions? Like do they not realize that they're basically risking this for what is essentially nothing? Like what is going on in their brain at that particular point? Or is there nothing going on in their brain at that particular point? Like what is life? I don't know. I can't understand it. Like to me, like I don't understand why you would risk like losing 5 to 20 years of your life for what is essentially nothing in the grand scheme of things. I could understand if you're a kid or, you're like mentally challenged or something and you don't have the cognitive ability to like put 2 and 2 together, or like, I don't know, like maybe you're just a little bit too naive like in the world, but some of these people are like 40, 50 years old. Still acting a fool. Ooh, a ring. Ooh, attack rating, strength, mana, a little bit of poison res, DR. That's better than my little dread turn. Alright, well, we're making some progress. We're making progress. Making progress. We need some more keys. Let's go get some more keys real quick. I think we can sell this. I don't think we need this anymore. Actually, you know what? Let's get a second cast stack of keys because we'd be using up like crazy down there on those super chests. Do I do ladder with a full team? I mean, I do ladder with the Discord, with the kinship, with the clan. I mean, if you join the clan, you would be doing Discord or ladder with the clan as well. We help each other out. We swap items. You know, we do a little trading inside the Discord sometimes. Most of the time, we just give stuff away for free. And like, I mean, yeah, there's like the whole Discord is usually a bunch of people, like various backgrounds, various timetables, like various countries, you know, like and so forth and so on. Like we got some people in Europe, we got some people in the United States, we got some people over in Germany and whatnot, and like I think we even have a couple people in like Australia and Japan, and I know we got Speedy who likes to wrestle kangaroos. He's a kangaroo wrestler, professional kangaroo wrestler. In his off time when he's not wrestling kangaroos, he spotlights on some Diablo too. But what's up, Big Pimpin'? That's one of our kinship members right there. I haven't seen him on in the kinship in a while though, cause he don't love us no more. But have I heard from Chunks lately? Last time he was on was when we were talking about it was during the Elden Ring Night Rain, or was it after Elden Ring Night Rain? I don't remember. We were talking about Elden Ring Night Rain, so it wasn't too long ago. He's been busy with like real life stuff. I know he's been taking care of, I think, one of his parents or his grandmother. I think it's his grandmother. So he might not be as present as he had been in the past, unfortunately. I'm bragging. I mean, I put in the work. I deserve to brag. I mean, first I built myself a YouTube channel. After I built myself a YouTube channel, I built myself a Discord. I remember the first time I was in this Discord, man, it was like echoes. It was like I walked into a gymnasium and there wasn't nobody in there but me, and I was like, hello, 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 hello. Anybody here? Anybody here? Anybody here? Here. I was like, man, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like, there ain't nobody here but me. I got my nephew and I pulled him in, and I was like, come in this Discord server and like just be here so it's not so empty and lonely. And like, it took many seasons like of time to like build up the players. We got a lot of players, and we had a lot of, you know, like we had a lot of fun. It's definitely been a journey, like going forward. The Discord's pretty good though. Like we got it separated out into like non-clan members and clan members. So if you don't want to join the clan, there is a non-clan section. Although I will warn you, it's a little bit dead in the non-clan section because most of the people decide to join the clan. I don't like having the clan like section though open to the public because we get stupid things like people coming in and like spamming cuss words into the voice chat, or like deleting some of our like sign up sheets and whatnot like that. So we generally keep the clan a little bit more on the low down. But we got a lot of good people in here. We got a lot of good people in the Discord. We lost a couple good people too, you know, like sometimes people disappear for various reasons. Sometimes people are just poop faces and stealing Annihilus charms and cursed Omrunes, and the guy who mooched like every character to level 99. I'm just kidding. Level 95. That guy was a riot. Speaking of, like, we were talking about people's like logic and reasoning earlier. That's another one I could still never understand. Like, I don't understand what the guy was thinking. I guess he was so focused on the goal, he didn't realize that, like, he had completely missed the point. I ain't ever had somebody just completely miss the point of, like, a game like that. Like, what's the point of a game? The point of a game is to have fun and entertain yourself. That's the point of the game. Like, this guy took the point of the game and, like, just, like, sharpened it in a pencil sharpener until there was nothing left. He boiled down the entire game to, like, one aspect. Like, getting a character to level 95. That was his entire goal in life, and the only thing he cared about. He then mooched all his characters. Like, didn't play a single dang one of them. All he did was just mooch all his characters. Didn't put any points in. Didn't put any gear on. Didn't even do, like, the basic, like, limited, like, minimum requirements just to, like, not die all the time. Like, this, like, to give you an example, for those of you who know about, like, the game and how the mechanics work, think about the Amazon. What's the easiest thing on the Amazon you can do to stay alive? Even if you don't put no gear on, even if you, like you're just leveling up behind somebody, what's, like, the bare minimum thing you can do to keep your Amazon alive? Put in your passive skill points, right? So put 1 point, at the very least, just put 1 point in each one of your dodge, avoid, and evade, right? The simplest thing in the entire world. This boy was level 85, and he had not put a single point into any of his evasions. Not a single point in his evasions. Then I asked him, I was like, well, did you at least do your, like, normal difficulty, like, resistance quest? And he said, oh, no, I haven't done that. Yeah, I haven't done any of my resistance quests. I was like, so you're, like, level 85, and you haven't even done the easiest resistance quest that you can do in normal difficulty that you could walk through and, like, literally do in your sleep. He's like, no, I wait until I'm level 93 before I do any of that. I'm like, wait, what do you mean any of that? Level 93 before you do any of what? He goes, oh, well, I haven't done any of my skill quests. I haven't done an evil. I haven't done my skill book in Act 2. I haven't gotten my 2 points from Tyrael. I haven't gotten my book from any of the acts. I haven't gotten my potion. I didn't get my resistance scrolls. I don't do that until I'm level 93. And then I go back and I'll do all those when I'm level 93. And I'm like, by the time you're level 93, it's too late. You already finished with the game. Like, why you wait until you're finished with the game before you go and get, like, the things that help you with the game? That makes no dang sense whatsoever. He's like, well, I have a system. He goes, you don't understand. I have a system. Okay, my system is that I power level my character, and I don't put any points in, and I don't put any gear on, and I don't use any abilities. And I don't get any of my buffs. Like, I don't get to do any of my quests. I just power level my character to level 93. And then once I power level my character to level 93, then I put all my gear on. And then I go and I get my resistance scroll and I get my plus to skills. And then I play my character from 93 until level 95. And then I delete my character and I never play it again. Cody is safe from beat'ems. He wants some beat'ems. Cody, you want some beat'ems? Cody, you want to beat him? Cody, I got beat'ems for taste'ems. You want some beat'em? Cody said, what? You got some beat'ems for me? Actually, I got an Old Trapper beef jerky empty container with some crumbs at the bottom. Would you like some crumbs? You gotta come up here and you gotta get them. Come on. Come on. I got some crumbs. Come on up here. Come on. You need to sample the goods. Look, see? Come on, let's go. You guys come up here and you got to come get them. I just give him the whole plastic container. He don't need it. He just has fun ripping it open so he can get to what's inside. You smell what's inside? What's in there? Is there anything in there? What's that? Ooh, that's a good smell, huh? Yeah, that's a good smell. You want it? Yeah. He said, thank you. Come again. Nah, that guy cracked me up, man. I don't know, like, what the hell was wrong with that guy. I remember telling him, I was like, you can mooch all you want to. I was like, you can power level all your characters if you want to. You can use your system. You can use your system all you want to. I was like, but you're not using it here, and you're not using it in the kinship. I'm like, you have mooched your last character off the kinship. I was like, he's like, well, that's fine. He goes, I already got all my characters leveled up to level 93. And I was like, he's like, I achieved something. That's what he said. He said, I achieved something. I achieved my goal. I was like, he's like, I played the game and achieved my goal. And I was like, achieve what? I was like, everybody else did everything for you. They power leveled your characters for you. They got the gear for you. They did everything for you. All you did was stand there. Like, you ain't achieved nothing. What exactly did you achieve? I was like, you didn't even play the game. All you did was just, like, stand there while everybody else killed stuff. I mean, power leveling your characters is fine, but, like, but dear Lord Jesus, be useful. I mean, could you imagine, like, you ask somebody to, like, help you move or something, and like, when they get there, they start moving boxes, and then you just sit down on a couch and watch them move boxes, right? You're just like, yeah. Like, are you gonna help me move? Like, or are you just gonna sit there and watch me do all the work? And he's like, oh, well, I thought that's what you were doing. I thought you came over to do all the work for me. I didn't think I was gonna have to lift a finger or nothing. You know, like. Could you at least tell me, like, where the boxes go? Like, no. You figure it out on your own. I'm gonna switch to music. This music's getting a little weird. I don't like that song. I don't even know what that is. It sounded like some little kid was, like, smashing a guitar with his foot. That's what that sounded like. Oh, I already got this one. Done. Still need an amulet. I do. I need an amulet. Yes, who? I don't have anything on my neck. I need an amulet, you see. Just one little rare amulet. Anything's better than nothing. I should probably try and gamble one, but I don't think this is a good level for it. I think I should probably wait till later. I think it's going to be the last one. We did get 2 rings. That was good. I really was hoping to get, like, some boots or a better weapon or something, but I mean, whatever. I'm thinking Eldritch and Shank will probably be a better farm anyway because they're higher level and I can get access to some better pieces of equipment. Stupid dolls. Come on, baby, I need rares. Give me all of them rares. Come on, baby, give me rares. That's not a rare hair. I want some rares. Give me some super chests in the sun. Nope, nope, not in there. You get none in your dairy air. Alright, that's it. I'm done. We're moving on to the Trav. Need to go sell items and repair. Why does Feralti gotta be all the way over here? All the way over here. Can't believe it's so fair. He's so freaking far. Can't believe he are. What level are we? 27? Mephisto will drop me some rares? Yeah, I guess. I mean, that could be a farm too. We could farm Mephisto. I forgot to repair my weapon when I was over there, didn't I? Because I am very smart. I am very smart. Wom 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 wom. Ooh, waypoint. Ow. I think Mephisto is just a jerk face, but I mean, that's just me. Professional jerk face. Cuirassed Causeway. How many tosses we got left? 2? We got 2 whole tosses. I better save them for when I get to the waypoint. Snake. Mephisto has a tiny butt, or he has no butt at all. What was that movie where they made fun of the yeah, it was like one of those like Not Another Teen Movie or like something like that, where the wife was like pinned against a tree with a car, and the police officer was trying to explain to him that his wife was pinned against the tree, and he's like upper half or lower half, or like he's like, are the legs still intact? He's like, what about the hoo-ha hole? He pulled out like a hot dog and a hamburger bun and started like trying to make a demonstration. Scary Movie 5 and 6. Yeah, maybe Mephisto just got hit by a car and was pinned against a tree, okay? Maybe he just lost his lower half, alright? Who are you guys to judge? Who are you to judge? Everybody slowly dying. Everybody slowly dying. Oh wow. That just dropped. They hate me this time. I swear they hate me. I have never seen so many good items drop on like a rare item only run. This is amazing for like a solo self-found run. It's freaking 50% open wounds. It like solves all your open wounds problems like right away. Like you basically just get like free open wounds on everything. Makes it so easy to deal with pretty much any of the monsters at that point because you just get permanent open wounds all the time. I mean, it's a shield. I think it's worth some money to sell at the very least. D. Speaking of movies. Were they going to be making a third Dune movie, or are we actually going to get like story past the original like Dune movie? Like like how many Dune movies are set to come out? Are they doing a 3? Oh, they are doing a third movie? Interesting. So they are doing a third movie. So what is the Dune Messiah story? Apparently they're going to be covering the Dune Messiah story. Or is that already the third movie? Like, bam, 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 bam. Let's see. When is Dune Part 3 coming out? That's the question. December 16th, 2026. Interesting. Because the Dune movie Part 2, that one ended basically at the exact same place as the first movie, right? Like the one with like Jean-Luc Picard, you know, Patrick Stewart, and I'm pretty sure, anyway, didn't that one end pretty much at the same exact point as the original movie did? So Part 3 is going to go further past the original movie. I always wanted to, like, look at more of the story. I never read the books. Maybe one day when I have the time, I'll have to sit down and read all the books. I'll probably like the series more if I read the books. The story becomes very nice when Paul has children. Isn't one of his children, like, a god or something? Doesn't he have like a godchild? I can't remember. I vaguely remember looking into the story at some point. I remember there being some sort of like godchild. And not the kind of godchild that would be in the Godfather, no. No, we're talking about like a kid that literally has like the powers of God. The God Emperor. Alright, so we found the waypoint. It's number 1.
Yes.
Itchy knee. My knee is itchy. Yeah, he's like even more powerful than Paul. Cody, did you get the beef jerkums out of the bag? Did you get it? Did you do it? Did you do it? You did it? Cody, do you have your horn? Where's his horn at? Where's his horn? Oh no, Cody, where's his horn? I like sending him on missions to go get stuff. I think it's hilarious. I'll just ask him questions. I'm like, oh no, where's his horn? Cody, oh no, where's his horn at? His horn is missing. Where is it? You gotta get his horn. And then he just runs off looking for it. He's like, oh no, I can't believe I lost it. He's like, I don't know where it is. Cody, where is it? Where's his horn at? He's got a buffalo horn. Have I decided what to play? No, I haven't. I can't make up my mind. I want to play something new, but I also don't want to play something like useless either. Like I don't want to be carried by the rest of the group, you know what I mean? Like leveling up, I don't want to just be like a dead weight. So I just don't know yet. I'm trying to figure it out. You better quit digging. That's right, I said digging. You better quit digging. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Don't get your nickums in a twist. You definitely don't want them in a twist. Don't do that. Don't get them in a twist. He said, Daniel, I don't wear knickers. I said, I'm not a girl. Bro, if I actually get it, like, if I actually find it, maybe. Maybe I should do a ladder start as Sanic to Ujag. That sounds like fun. Sanic the Ujag, come on down, what you got? Santic the Ujag, come on down, Santic. We got them Santic the Ujag ways. Come on down for some Sanic plays. We got some Santic the Ujag, we got some Santic. The Ujag. That sounds like fun. Maybe this is the season I go make a Sanic the Ujag character. Sanic the Ujag. TM. Trademark. Don't be jealous of Sanic the Ujag, okay? Sanic the Ujag is not jealous of you. So, don't be jealous of him. I actually have set up Sanic the Ujag on many occasions, like on theory crafts and whatnot, so I have a really good idea of how to potentially create Sanic the Ujag. The real problem becomes like, like realizing him within the game. That's the problem. And also figuring out exactly how much faster run walk I need to hit those crazy numbers. Sonic the Hedgehog. Ow. My face. Ow. That was so perfect. Did. If we did do Sonic the Hedgehog, which we could, how would we do it? How would we realize our ultimate Sonic the Hedgehog character? Actually creating the Hedgehog. It's a momentous undertaking. Ow. Holy Jesus. I'm getting my booty cheeks handed to me. I better put my gold inside the another stash so I stop losing it every time I die.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so I think the goal for the Sonic the Hedgehog character, one of them is walking. So, like, we don't want to run. We want to walk. So we want to maintain all of our bonuses and like, you know, have our cake and eat it too, basically. So we want to be able to keep all of our bonuses on our character. Like this defense and blocking and like whatever, right? Like we want to keep them all. Physical damage might not necessarily be the best choice because physical damage isn't really all that amazing. I mean, we would need amp and like some other things, and I don't know if that's a good choice. What if we combine together, just as a thought, like what if I combine together the Thor Barbarian with Sonic the Hedgehog? How could we potentially make that work? Because that's dual crescent moons, and dual crescent moons is pretty easy to come by. But then we need all the faster run walk and everything to go along with it, and that's going to take a bit of work. Obviously, Frenzy. We need as much run walk speed as we can get. Farming Mephisto is definitely out if I can't even do this. Like, this is awful. I'm gonna get my booty cheeks clapped right here. Slowest Mephisto death ever. Slowest Mephisto death ever. Slowest death ever. Yeah, poison probably not the best for my faffy. Slowest kill ever, the booby doobies. Slowums, killums ever. Yes, Cody, did you find your horn? Did you find it? Because you need your horn. If you still got your horn, then what you gonna do? Oh no, that's not good. You need your horn. If you don't got your horn, then you're gonna be hornless, and that's not. You don't want to be a hornless dog, because hornless dogs get laughed at the horn park. Yeah, they say, "Where's your horn?" And then you don't got one, and then